Bringing you Rivals Week of the SPDA, and we are coach of your California Trailblazers, and we are taking on Brandon, our good friend, our rival, and his Piedmont Triad Kickers. So, league after league, week after week, season after season, me and Brandon are always pushing each other, collabing, doing mocks, making sure our teams are in tip-top shape. This is a very fun match. I've been looking forward to it all season long. Brandon's a very skilled player and he won't make it easy. But I do plan on keeping my win streak alive. And with that being said, let's just hop right into the matchup. And matchup. Uh, First off, your California Trailblazers are 4-0. So shout out to us. And Brandon over there has a nice 3-1. So Brandon's doing very, very well. And he's got a very threatening team. He's got the Cinderace, the Terrapagos, the Manaphy, the Hydreigon, the Sylveon, a Terra Lucario that can go normal fighting and ground, an Ogerpon, a Drifloon that can tear it into Fairy, Ghost, and ground, a Muzdale, a Weezing, and a Charjabug. Very, very threatening, very well built team. But looking at his team, I think Palma does incredibly well. The speed tiers, I'm slightly faster. His team is very fast, but my team's just a little bit faster. And I think Brandon's probably going to end up bringing Cinderace, Travagos, Manaphy, Hydreigon, Weezing, and Lucario. That's the sticks that I'm predicting. But yeah, man, with that being said, let's just hop into our first Pokemon. And it is none other than our boy. He is Terra Electric, max attack, 216 speed, allows us to outrun Manaphy, Jolly Iron Fist, Double Shock hits the whole entire team for neutral or super effective damage, and the things it doesn't hit, we can just hit with close combat. Mach Punch is here for picking off a +1 rapid spin Trapagos, so we can hit that thing really hard. Upper Hand is here for a extreme speed Lucario, a very, very spicy but straightforward Palmot set this week. And we are moving on to our next Pokemon, which is Greninja. We have a max special attack. We are 232 speed. We outspeed Cinderace by 1 point. The rest have 3 attack because we're running U-turn. Hasty Nature, Protein. Expert Belt allows us to get the maximum damage on our super effective hits. So a very, very straightforward Greninja set, but we'll see how it does. But we are moving on. We have our second Terra Captain Vileplume. We are max HP. We have almost max Spadef here. Almost, but not quite. And then the rest is through in defense. This is going to be the primary Manaphy switch in. And this helps us with Hydreigon and Sylveon. So it's very, very Spadef this week. Energy Ball for Manaphy, Sledge Wave for Sylveon, Moonblast for Hydreigon, and Synthesis just to keep us healthy. We are Terra Water just in case we need to take a Power Ball. And yeah, leftovers so we can Terra and still get our HP back. But a very, very straightforward Vileplume set. But we are moving on to our Staraptor. This is Staraptor's debut match. It's coming off the bench. My opponent has no flying switch in, so Braver is going to be free and hard hitting as possible. You're adamant reckless, max, very, very straightforward Staraptor. The whole thing with this Pokemon is we're going to get it in as often as possible and try to just click Braver it as often as possible. U-turn obviously is for pivot. Close combat hits Hydreigon, but 9 times out of 10 we're probably going to click Braver it. And then we have quick attack to pick off any like speedy Scarfers or anything that's like kind of going crazy. If we can get the right chip, we can probably pick it off a quick attack. But that is our Staraptor for this week. And we are moving on to our Donphan. Now we are a very Spadef Donphan. We have a bunch of HP, 212. Sassy, sturdy nature, rapid spins for the hazards. Earthquake hits everything on the team but Hydreigon, but we can also hit it off with knockoff and remove any item. Endeavor is primarily for a Terrapago, so if I can maybe take an Ice Beam or a Terra Starstorm, I can click Endeavor on that Pokemon and pretty much ship it as much as possible through the Terra Shell, and AV is to make sure we are able to live these hits. But a very interesting Donphan this week. I really wanted to put Stealth Rocks, but I really couldn't fit it on there, so... And plus we're Assault Vest, so yeah, no Stealth Rocks. But yeah, that's Donphan for this week. And we are moving on to our Milotic. We are 212 HP, 240 defense, 56 by def. This is the primary Cinder switch in. Bold Marvel Skill to make sure we don't die to any physical moves. Haze is here for Sylveon and Terrapagos. Ice Beam is for Hydreigon, and Scald we can hit the whole entire team for either super effective or neutral damage, and maybe Cheese Burns and get some added chip. Recover is just, you know, to keep my Milotic nice and healthy. And yeah, very easy, very straightforward. My Milotic set, I might adjust the defense and Spadef a little bit more, but that's what we're looking at for my Milotic as of right now. So we are moving on to our key to victory. Staraptor number 1 has no switch-ins. Brave Bird goes absolutely crazy into my opponent's team, so there's that. Number 2, we need to play our best because we didn't do mocks this week, so playing our best is essential to making sure we are able to pull up the dub. And number 3, have fun. This is Rivals Week. We're playing our good friend Brandon, so this is a no pressure zone. We need to go out there and make sure we are playing well. And yeah, wish your California Trailblazers the best of luck. We are playing Brandon and his Piedmont Triad Kickers. So yeah, with that being said, Pokemaster is out.